ain't mad cause I'm chillin'. I'm about to go outside and make a killin'. For real, they ain't mad cause I'm
What's up, my beautiful people, my thugs, my gangsters, my nerds, my geeks, my ladies, my fellas. What's poppin' with you? Welcome to another episode of Chillin With Ones, and I'm here with
Crump Casso.
Would you want to tell my intro?
I feel back in the previous episode. I said I was gonna take it up a notch, but I can't.
Come on, man! You gotta roll.
It's
You gotta roll with me. You gotta roll with me.
Crump Casso.
Come on, man.
I can't top it tonight.
Crump
That's all I got tonight.
How you doing, man? How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
Seem like you're a little laid back.
I'm very chill, very comfortable today.
Okay, man. Come on, you gotta match the energy, son. We about to go in, son. We about to do some debate.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
What you wrapping up?
The energy, the anger.
The anger.
Yeah, I'm like the whole. I'm always angry at some shorts.
All right, we'll see.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. I'm feeling great, you know. I got my nice little blue on with Bloods and Crips today, you know. We're going against each other. That's what I'm saying. We debating, so that's why we did this.
What are you playing?
Exactly. But I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed as usual. Welcome. We're about to talk today about hot takes.
Hot takes.
Hot takes. We're gonna go back and forth and talk about some of the things that, you know, some of the opinions we may have that may be off the beaten path, that, you know, people might not agree with, you know, stuff that you may feel is correct that everybody else got wrong. So today that's what we're doing. We're doing hot takes. So you ready to kick it off?
I'm ready. Let's go.
You want me to start or you want to
You
start? All right. Let's see, where I'm gonna start. All right. Cameron is a top 5 artist. We gonna start with that. Killer.
Oh, that's funny. I saw a TikTok video earlier. I meant to send you. I was dying. I forgot. I'm gonna send it to you later. I can pull it up now, but I ain't for that second episode. We won't. But it's actually a really short video. But I'll show you later.
Okay. How you feel about that? Or do you want me to explain it first?
Yeah, go ahead and explain that. I don't think it'll matter. But go ahead and explain.
All right. For starters, Cameron is in my top 5. And most time when I talk to people and I big up Cameron, it's kind of laughed at or whatever. And the only thing they can say is computers computing. But I feel like what we miss is like everything he did for the culture, like, you know, he pretty much changed the sound of hip hop. Yeah. You know, that whole Dipset movement, you know, Harlem legend, been out a long time, still, you know, not as relevant as the, you know, the newer guys, of course, but he's still relevant to this day. I feel like he did a lot in the culture. He, you know, had a lot of hits, had a lot of music, you know, put a lot of people on, and whatnot. Yeah. And I feel like we should normalize, like, let's say, like, I don't want to use him. Let's say Nas, right? Nas is not in my top 5. But if you told me Nas was in your top 5, I would respect it. Yeah. Because, okay, that's Nas. I feel like Cam should get that same respect. I feel like people, computers compute, or whatever. They just harp on that one part when that's just one line, but he's really a good artist, really a good rapper at the end of the day. He did a lot for the game, etc., etc. The beats, the movement, everything. I feel like that should be normalized as, like, if I say Cameron's in my top 5, then I respect it.
Okay.
Respect it.
For the record, he done said a lot more than computers people. He done a lot of crazy lies. So that video I saw earlier on TikTok, somebody had left a comment in the video section or the comment section or whatever. And I thought they had made it. I thought they were just joking. But then I kept reading, like, I saw people like replying to her, and I realized it was actually a line he said. I wish I could remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. So he just said a lot more than computers people. They have people skeptical. Don't nobody ever bring them up. No. Somebody had to make a video. If somebody say something to me, computers computing, that's all I got. But if we went to Wayne, I could think of more than one line. Yeah, me too. But
or Sean.
Debatable. But the point I'm trying to make is,
okay, go ahead.
Despite that, Kim is dope.
Mm-hmm.
I recently discovered that Cam's style is, well, like most artists, has changed a lot over the years. Before the whole like Dipset that was really like popular music, it's like just Rockefeller. I realized like his rap like was like way different. Like his flow was like he had like a more faster flow, it was more intricate. It wasn't as, I don't want to say dumbed down, but like it wasn't as simplistic as it kind of got. And then when I say simplistic, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean like his flow and everything kind of like changed. Like it slowed down. It wasn't as over your head as kind of was when he was, I guess, younger or when like he was Rockefeller. I definitely feel like it changed it more. You got a lot of more computer lines and a lot more maybe silly metaphors or whatever. But Cam is dope at the end of the day. I can't argue that. I will argue that he should be in their top 5, but I won't say that he's like, I'm not gonna clown him either. Like I'm not gonna say, oh, computer's pretty, he can't rap. I would never say Cam can't rap. Cam can rap. I acknowledge that. I'll give you that one. I disagree with top 5, but Cam can't rap. I feel like people don't give him the respect that he deserves, and I do agree with that. I give you that much.
So you gonna laugh me out the room?
Am I gonna laugh you out the room?
Because Cam is in my top 5. I feel like a lot of people would. That's really what this is about.
I'm not gonna.
He don't have to be in your top 5 specifically, but I shouldn't be laughed out the room because he's in mine.
No, I wouldn't laugh you out of the room. But I definitely
I like it's 3-6, like I said, 6'9" or something, or something like that. And like I said, something crazy like Lil Pump or something like. Come on now, give Cam some more.
I do feel like it's crazy. I feel like Cam being in your top 5 is crazy, but it ain't like Lil Pump crazy. It's just a little
crazy. Why is it crazy?
Just like there's so many more artists that could.
I grew up on that. That's like to this day. That's still my favorite type of beat.
Okay, yeah. I'm about to say
favorite type of music.
You said a keyword. I was about to harp on actually.
What?
You said it's like a favorite type of beat, whatever. Are we talking your top 5 like your top 5 favorite, or are we talking like top 5 like he's like top 5 like the best, like
my top 5 favorite.
Okay, all right, yeah, all right. Yeah, we can do that.
I don't do the everybody list. Like that'll be a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
Like we'll have to agree on some things. Like I wouldn't put him on there if it was like a whole group and we're as a group we're like saying, okay, who is the best?
Yeah, I think you're saying top 5 like best rappers. Okay, then yeah.
I might not bring them up.
Yeah, no, I ain't left you out the room for that. That's actually pretty. Yeah, top 5 favorite. I like this.
Yeah. I don't have the same top 5 as everybody else. Like,
Yeah.
Biggie, Jay-Z,
Right.
Nas. Even though Jay-Z is in my top 5, but Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, Tupac. Like, that's not mine.
I can respect that. Yeah, Cam is dope. I like him.
Okay. So we understand each other.
Top 5 best rapper, no. Top 5 favorite. Yeah, I ain't gonna laugh you out the room for that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Favorite. Yeah.
I'll let you slide with that one.
All right, cool. All right, what you got? Enough about me. What you got?
Well, I didn't want to start with this, but since we talked about Cam already, make this very clear. Dipset won that versus. I don't care what nobody says. We talked about this many times before. We talked about this. Dipset won that versus. I don't care what nobody says. Y'all change up the rules and guidelines. We count performance now. We count freestyle that nobody knows. Like, what do we do? And how do we change up the rules? This don't make sense. And I want to be the old head like, well, it started off back in the day, but we got to say what it is. Versus started with Timbaland and Swiss Beats. They were in their cars. They weren't even in the same room. They were in their cars. Not even in a room. They weren't even in the studio. In their cars, on their car sound system. The beats and songs they made, like back and forth. It wasn't about they performing the songs. It was who has the most hits. That's what versus battle is. And I personally feel like, now if you just want to argue that the Lox has more hits, then I can't argue with that. But to me, Dipset played more hits during that versus battle. And now we talking about a rap battle, like they're shifting the whole. If that's what it's gonna be, I get like things change, like hip hop changes, pop music change, like things change over time. So I'm not like ignorant to that, but I really feel like people are just changing the rules and shifting the guidelines for the versus is, and they're just making whoever entertains them the most the winner, and that's not the case. It's not what it's supposed to be. Like Jadakiss is really spinning on freestyles. Like that's not a hit. It's not a hit. I said this before the verses even went down, because my friend called me and asked like, who do you think is gonna win? I told them I don't know. I was like, I think Dipset's gonna win, and I was pulling for Dipset because I'm more of a Dipset fan.
Right.
But I told them before the verses even started, I said I think Jadakiss is the best rapper out of everyone up there.
Okay.
Again, before it started, I said out of Sheek Louch, everybody, like even his own group, I feel like Jadakiss is the best rapper.
Okay.
I feel like overall as a group, the Lox have better rappers, skill wise, but I feel like in terms of hits, Dipset has one hits. I feel like Dipset has dropped way more hits. I don't say way more, that's a strong word. Way more is strong. Right. But they've dropped more hits overall. Like, so again, to recap, I knew they were gonna get out rapped. Like that wasn't the debate. I knew Jadakiss was gonna be a powerhouse. That wasn't debatable either.
Mm-hmm.
And they did get out rapped. They were seemed a little bit drunk to me. They were rapping over their own vocals. Like they got out rapped. They got outperformed. But we talk about hits. None of that matters. It doesn't matter. And they could have went there and not said a word. They could have turned their mics on. If the DJ played all their music by themselves, a hit is a hit. It don't have to be like how good the performance is. Like, and if we're gonna change the rules and shift the rules around, that's cool. Let's make that known before we even start the verses. Like we battling. That's what everybody turned it into. It turned into a rap battle, and it's not what it's supposed to be. It's not what it's supposed to be. But it's like that's what it changed into now. Even with the Omarion and Mario joint, whatever. It's like people are like changed it to who can put on the best show and whatever.
Who won that one?
I don't know. I just might. See, I don't know.
I think Omarion won that one.
I think again, if we're going over hits, I would say Omarion. Performance level, I gotta get a Mario. If that's what we're doing, if we're talking taking performance into account,
not what we're doing. I don't care.
If that's what we're taking into account, then I have to get a Mario. His singing ability is crazy. Mario is a very, very amazing vocalist. But if you're talking about hits and everything, I gotta get a Mario. So I mean, what are we doing here? That's why I say hot take. Dipset won that verse, and I'm one of the few people who say that. But I will stand on that. I will die on that hill.
As far as that, I agree with you and I disagree with you.
Okay.
Because we've actually talked about this.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I agree that on the lines of it was always about hits.
Right.
Whose hit is better?
Right.
The performance and all that is just like the cherry on top.
Right.
We're watching it as a show, but it was never like, oh, we judging off of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with you there. I'm still like when I watch the verses, like it's cool to see people performing and all that stuff, but I'm still going off of what song you did. Like what song did I like more? What song did I think is better? That's how I always live. But as far as who won, I think neither of them won. I feel like that might be a hot take in itself because I feel like that's one of the worst verses we've had.
Right. It was so unorganized.
People was acting like that's one of the best. Oh yeah, that's the streets or whatever. I'm sorry, I don't want the streets, man, because it was so unorganized. I couldn't tell what song to put up against what. This, that, and the third. If anything, I say they both lost because both of them was just playing like melodies. And I'm like, okay, what song is going against what? And, you know, everybody getting on stage. Right. Jim Jones falling on stage. It was one of those words. So I just like, by the time they got like to, I guess, song 3, 4, 5 around that area, I called it a watch from there. I was just like, all right, I'm just going to watch and see what happened just for my enjoyment. I'm not even keeping score anymore, whatever. Yeah,
Dipset came out late. They came out late.
Yeah.
It's all like all people want to say. They're playing like 3 songs at a time. Like, it's funny you said that too about people saying it's like the best verses, and that kind of goes hand in hand with what I'm saying. Like people were just enjoyed the show. Like it was a great show. It was chaotic. It was everything, so much going on. Like using the streets, but if it's a verses, that's not what a verse is supposed to be. If it was a rap battle, yeah, all right, cool, but it's not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, I feel like the majority of the people thought Dipset was gonna win, but like you said, if you was gonna judge it like that, then why did you ever have Dipset winning? Because if you judging it off, like I said, off performance, because Lox is like a group,
right?
They're a group. Like Dipset, they like a group, but it's like all of them say they more of like a crew. Like we all do our solo thing, and they have like 1 or 2 like group projects. Like, cause I think they only got one because it's a double disc, whatever. Either way, and they got a lot of mixtapes or whatever, but. They more of like a crew, like we roll together, we boys, whatever, this, that, and the third. Lox is a group. So if you already going into it thinking that you're gonna be talking about performance, like I said, out rapping, being a unit, why was anybody picking Dipset?
I don't know. I don't know.
He was like, man, I thought Dipset was gonna take it. Why? If you judging off of that? I kept the same energy. The hits, that was the hits.
Right.
Unfortunately, I couldn't really judge the hits, so I don't really give the win to anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like that was one of the worst verses or whatever, so mostly I agree, but I don't agree that Dipset won because they was kind of shaky with their performance, and I didn't know what song went up against what to even give them the win.
Yeah.
So I can't go that far, but I'm with you though. Nah. I'm with you. So is it back on me?
Back on you.
Let's see, which one I want to do? Alright. Sonic, Crash Bandicoot.
Hold on, you about to say something reckless. Do I need to walk out?
How you know
I can hear it. I can hear you about to say something real reckless. You about to say something real reckless.
How do you know? You might agree.
Go ahead.
I'll start over. Sonic. I really don't think you know where I'm about to go though, for real, bro. Sonic, Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper, all better characters than Mario.
It's not where I thought you were gonna go with that.
All better characters than Mario.
Can you explain? or does it need explanation?
I mean, low key, I think like Mario, yeah, respect. He's one of the biggest like video game characters of all time. But I like just Mario himself. He's not the coolest character out there. He's not all that dope to me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, just off. Sonic just blows him out the water as far as like being a cool character.
Yeah.
You know. I'm not necessarily talking about the games per se. Yeah. Like Mario definitely got some classic games, and so does Sonic. But as far as like having cool characters, fun characters, you know, Crash Bandicoot, Sly Cooper was like the smoothest dude in the game. Yeah. You know, or whatever. Mario, he don't really get nothing to me, and he a simp. He a simp. He don't never get princess, you know what I'm saying? He fighting Bowser, getting love on the low. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of a clown. Like, I respect the games, but if we really break it down, Mario is not all that dope of a character to me.
I'm gonna agree with that.
You with that?
Sonic's cooler, Crash cooler. I never actually played Sly Cooper, but from what I saw, he also looked cooler. Mario really ain't, when you think about it, Mario really ain't that cool of a character. He just got he's an OG, like, so you gotta respect it, like, for what he is.
He's a plumber. So?
And he's a simp, like you said.
Right. So, I mean, yeah.
Princess probably voluntarily getting kidnapped.
He said, I don't even, like, when it's time to play Mario Kart, I never pick Mario.
I don't either.
Luigi. Don't we support Luigi more than Mario? Come on now.
We do.
Get Mario out of here.
That's actually a really good one. It's a good one. I agree.
Right. I mean, see, you with, so see, you was already talking crazy.
I agree. I thought you was going to real.
What you thought I was about to say?
I thought you were going to say the games were overrated or they were trash or something like that.
No.
I want to walk out.
Never that. Sonic is the best. I grew up on Sonic.
Yeah.
What you got?
Actually, I don't have to look. This one's iffy. I kind of mentioned it to you earlier.
Okay.
I don't know if it's necessarily a hot take, but first I want to get this disclaimer out. I was ripped. I feel like I owe it to Dragon Ball Z to say that Dragon Ball Z. I've always said Dragon Ball Z was my favorite anime. I've always said that, growing up and to this day.
Okay.
Recently, you may know, I don't know if y'all know or not, but I started getting into anime more.
Okay.
So I've been watching a lot more anime now, like a lot more. Like before, I was one of the basic anime people, like the kind of people, the person that people hate, like anime.
Hydrate.
Kind of person that people anime heads hate, because my only anime experience is like Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Zoids a little bit, Beyblade, like all the mainstream stuff that people, you know, anime heads.
That ain't even good mainstream. That ain't even good mainstream, that list.
What is good mainstream? I mean, good mainstream. That's mainstream. That is what mainstream is, pretty much.
You said you could at least say like the stuff that comes on like Toonami, like I would have gave like Sailor Moon, Death Note, like a Full Metal Alchemist. Even though I don't like Full Metal Alchemist, but like.
But I feel like those came later, and at that point I wasn't really watching anime like that. Like as growing up, I just watched the earlier on ones, the Yu-Gi-Oh, and Pokemon, and Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, now that I'm watching more anime.
Okay.
I'm still gonna say Dragon Ball Z is my favorite just because I have to. Like, I just can't.
Okay.
Like, it's always been my favorite. But now that I'm watching more anime, I'm really realizing this is the hot take part. Dragon Ball Z plot be lacking, yo. And I gotta say that. Like,
how so?
This is a typical Dragon. Not saying every saga is like this, but this is a typical Dragon Ball Z saga, right?
Okay.
Everybody's chilling. Goku's doing whatever Goku does. He's on some other planet training, whatever. Vegeta's off somewhere trying to train to be stronger than Goku. Okay. Gohan's letting us all down because he ain't doing nothing with his life. Piccolo's off minding his business. Some random villain shows up that we never heard of before.
Who's doing nothing with his life?
Piccolo, he's just chilling. He minding his business. He minding his business. Piccolo minding his business.
Piccolo black though.
That's why he chilling. That's why he said. That's why he minding his business.
But you ain't got to say he do nothing with his life though. Because he black.
He chilling. Piccolo's chilling. Gohan ain't do nothing with his life. Piccolo chilling.
Facts.
Piccolo chilling.
Alright, go ahead.
Some random villain that we never heard of shows up, and somehow he's stronger than everybody.
Right.
Where the dude's been the whole time, I don't know, but somehow he showed up and he's stronger than everybody.
Okay.
He shows up and almost for no reason decides he wants to like just blow up the planet or whatever, or kill Goku for no reason. Why? We don't know. He has no reason. He don't want money. He just like no. He has no other alternative other than like, oh, this guy's strong. Let's have him destroy everybody because he's evil. Now they gotta stop him. The whole squad shows up without Goku. For some reason, Goku's never there in the beginning. He's never there in the beginning for whatever reason. They need Goku. So they try to fight him off for a little bit. Then Goku shows up. Maybe Goku's strong enough. Maybe he's not. Maybe Vegeta fights him first, but then Vegeta has to stop because he's cocky or whatever. He's like, I want you at full power. So he lets the villain get stronger, comes back. Then Vegeta gets whooped. Now Goku has to come back, try to save the day. That's pretty much what the plot is almost every
They don't do that every time.
I said almost every time. Tournament Power was dope. Tournament Power was dope. But almost every saga been like that for the most part. For the most part.
Okay.
But then I've seen other animes like Attack on Titan, Hunter, whatever you want to call it. I love Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is fire. Even Naruto is like one long, storyline.
Watch your mouth. I didn't
say it was better. I'm saying the storyline is like one long, like.
Who cares though if it ain't better?
The point I'm trying to make is every Dragon Ball Z saga is kind of lacking when I compare it to other anime. It's still my favorite.
Okay.
But I have to acknowledge the fact that I feel like the plot's kind of lacking. Like they don't do much. You haven't seen the newest one, right? With Gohan and the new androids. The new movie was actually dope. And
you didn't tell me about.
I thought you were a real Dragon Ball Z fan, man. I thought you were a real DBZ fan. I thought you knew the movie was coming out.
Nah, you should have at least said something though. If you know I'm a fan, like, hey, you watching that? Then I would have been like, what? I ain't even. That went by me, you know what I'm saying? You did me dirty. You know,
they twisted it a little bit. It's pretty much what I just said, but they threw a little curveball in there that changes it up a little bit.
Okay.
The movie is actually really dope. It's pretty dope. Like they actually gave like the villains kind of somewhat more of a plot than I'm just here to kill everybody. And it wasn't like the typical Goku comes to save it. It was they changed it up a little bit. It was, and I wish it would do that more often because that's what made the movie so fire to me. It was dope. But overall, I gotta acknowledge the fact that plot's kind of lacking, man. It's my favorite anime, but the plot's kind of lacking.
All right, the first point I'm gonna go with to defend this is when this was out, especially like Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball. How old were you?
Young.
Did you care?
No, I did not. Now that I'm older, I do, but at the time, no, I didn't care.
So I mean,
that's like my favorite. I didn't say it was
but
not my
looking
favorite.
back with adult eyes, like
but even now though, like I'm still watching it now to this day, and I'm like, kind of lacking. Like now, I kind of do care.
Why? The childhood is over. Like the respect is there. Like so it's just like
that don't mean you can don't just tip the game up.
I always felt like the issue, which is something else I didn't notice when I was young, but so I'm kind of doing the same thing. But when you get older, you realize that they kind of drag the story longer than what it needed to be.
That's true too.
They drag. There's so much stuff y'all could have just cut out. It ain't have to be all this. It's like a whole episode of Goku Power and all.
I know when I was younger. I know that then. I thought like, damn,
I didn't notice that then.
Real?
I was on the edge of my seat like, oh man, no, I want what's they gonna do? I didn't know. It went over my head then, but I don't really think. I feel like I don't want to say it's lacking. Because, I mean, at the same time, what you're saying is it's a lot of truth to it, but I don't feel like there's a problem with that, though. I feel like it works for Dragon Ball Z. Let's just say that.
I can agree with that. I say it does work.
Yeah, I think it works for them. Like, yeah, that may be true. That happens a lot. A bad person comes, but I mean, that's how you kind of know what you're talking about. Like, you go to Frieza Saga, you go to Cell Saga, because, I mean, but I don't feel like nothing wrong with that. This is how Dragon Ball Z works, and I think that's cool. And I feel like, other animes may have a better plot, but they still ain't better. They still ain't better. Yeah. So I mean, it's some truth in that, but I can't really roll. You know what I mean?
Teach those. Why it's called hot takes.
I can't go all the way. All right. back on me. All right. Driving is better than flying. Flying sucks. The only positive about flying is that you get there faster. Outside of that, I don't see no reason to fly. I hate flying. I feel like it's very inconvenient. It's a whole, you gotta go through customs. I gotta pack a certain amount or I'm gonna get overcharged, or they go tell me I can't bring this bag. I might get charged for the bag. I get through customs. They ask me, did I pack the bag? You know, they pulling me to the side because I, you know, put cookies and candy in there that I'm trying to bring back home or whatever. Then I'm tall, so I'm uncomfortable in the seats or whatever, all that. Like, I'm not a fan of flying. I'd rather drive. Now, if I'm going all the way to, you know, Vegas, Cali, of course I'm not driving for days to get like, so I ain't got no choice but to fly. But I just feel like, in general, you know, driving is better than flying. That's
an interesting take. That's an interesting take. And I say it's an interesting take because I feel like most people's argument is the time. So I think what it comes down to is all about how much you value your time. Like, and not that you don't value yours, but like how much of an inconvenience it is to have to go through the time. I feel like some people's only real argument. Like, I agree with the baggage, all that stuff sucks. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the people's main argument is the time. Because for me, I agree with you. I would much rather drive. The experience overall, I'd much rather drive or ride, whatever, than fly.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with driving.
Yeah, but
some people don't like to drive.
I would say, but I don't like driving long distances, and I'm at a point now I don't even like riding long distances. So
sound like my girl.
Yeah, so I'd rather.
She say that all the time.
I'd rather fly. Like people say, like, oh, it's fine, I'll drive. Like, no, it's not about whether I'm driving or not. I just want to be in the car for 8 hours.
Wow, what? I don't get that. You're not driving.
I'm in that same spot for 8 hours. Like, I don't be on a plane for 8 hours.
We gonna take a pit stop, and that's part of the journey. You're like, oh, yeah, this dope spot. We find this dope restaurant, get some gas, stretch out, finish out these last 4.
Nah.
Oh my god.
No, like the only way that worked for me, like we had to take like a real pit stop. Like, oh, let's stop at the movies or the mall and take like hours break. Like,
okay, so how do you feel about like road trips then? Let's say we going to Cali, but we stopping in Texas, we stopping in, you know, whatever, Wyoming, whatever, along the way. How you feel about that? We driving, of course, but we stopping in different states along the way, but you in the car. How you feel about that?
I would still feel the same way. It would depend on how many pit stops we're taking. Like, we're taking like 3 pit stops between here, North Carolina, and Cali. That's basically like 10-hour drive each stop. Like, that's long.
No, I'm saying we stopping in states along the way to Cali.
I'm saying
so
like
we might spend like a day or 2 here, and then we go to the next state, spend like a day or 2.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
But you're still doing a lot of driving and riding. It's still like...
I'm down with that because it's broken up. Like, we were driving for like an 8-hour trip, and you were an 8-hour trip into like 3 stops. Like, we stopped like every 2 hours or something like that. I'd be okay with it. Every 3 hours, I'd be okay with that. It's just a full 8 hours like stretch. It's like...
It's gonna turn your 8 hours into darn 12.
I agree. And that's why I think flying, if the trip is 8 hours, I'm hopping on that flight. I'm hopping on that flight.
I think my cutoff is around 8.
Really?
I don't mind driving at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, I put my music on, put podcasts on, whatever. You know, I can trip with whoever's in the car, joke, we talking. In the plane, that's not quality time at all. Like, yeah, we'll get there faster, but I'm not going to be happy. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to hear you. My ears clog up. My ears do real bad on planes, like, or whatever. It's just not going to be quality time. Like, I like the quality time. I like the journey, or whatever. So, like, say, 8 hours might be like my cutoff. Because, like I said, we just went to Orlando. That was like 8 hours, maybe a little some change or whatever to get to Orlando. But, you know, once you start getting into 9, 10 and all that stuff, yeah, I'm going to fly. Because, I mean, ain't nobody driving that much or whatever, 10 hours or whatever. But I definitely do not mind driving. I'd rather drive. You never know what you pass, you know, stop off, you know, some place that you didn't know existed. That's done happened a few times with me and my girl, even though she's rather fly. But that happened a few times. I see a billboard like, oh, let's see what's up with them, you know, whatever. I like that type of jump. You can't do that on the plane, and it's just so much of a hassle to fly.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, I'd rather go through that short hassle and get to my destination in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, than take like a 6 hour, 8 hour drive. That's
6 is nothing.
Actually, I should say that because a 2 hour flight, you looking at like it's an 8 hour drive because 2 hour flight. Yeah.
6 is nothing to me. I pack what I want, throw it in the trunk. I'm good. I ain't gotta go through the color.
I went through so many long drives as a kid, so it's weird that I'm like that now. You think I'll be like used to it, but I'm like the opposite.
I ain't no problem driving. But alright, well yeah. It's on you, buddy.
I'm going with the big one.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually wait for this, but I kind of want to get it out of the way. Right. The big one. The one's gonna get me canceled and shut down from everybody.
Alright. It better be good.
Oh, it's a good one.
Okay.
It's a good one.
Okay, what we got?
But I'd like to explain too why I feel this way. And you probably still won't agree because I'm sure.
You don't think I'll agree?
I don't know. I think you might. I don't know.
Okay.
But I know the rest of the world won't. I'm gonna get canceled for this. You ready? Here we go.
Alright.
I feel like Beyonce is overrated. Go ahead and cancel me, shut me down on every social media platform. And here's why I say that.
The thoughts and opinions of.
I'm done. They probably ain't watching the video no more. They cut it off now.
Low key, I almost had one of those on mine,
Yeah.
but it wasn't gonna be quite that. It wasn't gonna be that, but I'll wait. I'm gonna let you do your thing first, and then I'll tell you what I was gonna put, but I didn't.
Okay. Now here's why I say that. And what I'm about to say is gonna sound hypocritical, and people not gonna understand what I'm saying at first. But I think Beyonce is one of the best entertainers that we have right now. I think she's one of the best of this generation that we have right now. I think she's an amazing performer. She's dope. She can sing. She has great music. All that. So now you're probably thinking, well, how could you go overrated? But the reason I say that is because literally, like the definition, like the word, like overrated. Like I feel like if we're talking about like a created character in a video game or something like that, I feel like people have her like at 100. Like I feel like they're rating her at 100. I feel like she's overrated. Like, I feel like she's like a 90, a 92, 93, which is still really high. Especially if you're talking in a video game stat, like wise, like overall, you're still 93. That's pretty good. But I feel like everybody else has it at 100. I'm thinking like 93. And the reason I say that is because, again, she's really dope. I'm not taking that away from her. If you had to ask me right now who's the top like R&B star or pop star or whatever, I'm probably gonna give it to Beyonce, or at least top 3, easy. Okay. I don't think she's 100, and the reason I say that is because when I think of what she brings to the table, she's not like in my top 5 of any like individual category. Like when I think of dancing, I'm not thinking about Beyonce. I don't think of her as a dancer. Yeah, she has great choreography, she can dance, but she has choreographers that help her like do all this stuff or whatever. I don't think of her as an amazing dancer. I'm thinking like top dancers. Top vocalist, I'm not thinking Beyonce. Can she sing? Yeah, she's a really great singer. But I'm not thinking her top vocalist. Performing, yeah, I've never seen her like a concert where she puts on like an amazing show. So I might put her like top performer or whatever. Writer, I mean, we all know she has like a whole like team of writers, The Dream, and everybody else writes for it and everything. And I'm not saying she don't contribute at all. I'm not saying that. But when I think of pen game, you get Esther Dean, BB Rexa, Neo, The Dream. Like those are like people I know are like, writing and putting their art and work into the craft. Producer, she's not running no instruments. She's not Prince or Bruno Mars and nothing like that.
You talking that talk, boy?
I'm speaking facts. It's facts.
You talking that talk?
It's facts. I'm
about to hit you with something too.
It's not shade in any way.
You ain't gonna see it coming.
Yeah, I'm probably not. It's not shade in any way, shape, or form. Again, I think she's top 3 like pop star, R&B star, whatever category you want to say right now. I'd name her definitely. Like she's 93. That's still an A. Like you up there. Like. But I feel like everybody's at 100. But all the categories I'm giving to you right now, I'm not naming her in like my top 5 in any of these things. Michael Jackson, one of my favorites ever. He had writers. Like I'm not oblivious to all that. Like he had writers. I know he didn't write every song he had, but he's up there like dancing. Yes, like you think of dancing, you think Mike. Like people to this day get plastic surgery to look like him and dance like him and mimic him and everything. Like,
who was getting plastic surgery? Him or the other people?
Both. I met people. There's like
R.I.P. Mike.
Right. There's like tons of people out there. Like I've seen tons of Michael in person who are actually getting like surgery. Prince played like an amazing amount of instruments and stuff. Like these are people who I think like are hundreds. And I feel like people put her at like 100. And I think she was 93, which is still really, that's still an A. Like you're still really good. Like you're still above almost everybody else in the game. But if I'm breaking down each individual character, for I think is like a dope artist. I don't really put her like my top 5 for any of those categories. Like, but as a whole, well-rounded, yeah, and that's what makes her here. That's why she's so hot, because as an overall, she can put on a great show. She can dance, even if it's choreographed. She can dance. She can sing. She hit after hit, like dope songs. Like she has the looks. She has a whole package.
Okay.
But I just feel like to be as high people put her at, individual categories. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
You know, before I like respond directly to that, you know what your argument kind of sounds like?
Yeah, the difference is you're a hater. I still put her way up here. I still put her way up here.
No, I'm not.
I still think she was the top. I still think better than almost everybody else.
Yeah, but you know what? The difference is, and I don't know if we're gonna get into that. Like I said, that was one of my iffy ones, so I don't know if I want to bring it up the show. But all those things those categories, she has. The other guy is missing a lot of those categories and doesn't line up. Like, at least hers lines up. All those categories, they line up. The other guy don't have all those categories. He has one, and I'll give you 2 just to be nice. I think he has one that lines up, and the rest of them he either don't have or it don't line up at all. But overall, a lot of the stuff you're saying sounds like me when I'm talking about this person.
I know, I knew you were going to say that. But the difference is, I'm not a hater. I'm still putting her above almost everybody else. I'm still putting her top 3 R&B star.
And she should be, because she has the elements. She has those. That's the difference. The other guy don't have those elements.
Point is, hot take, I think she's overrated. I think her rating for everybody is over what it should be, but I still feel like she's top 3 easily.
I'm gonna keep the person I'm talking about to myself.
Not get into that right now.
I don't know if that might be a whole episode. But anyway, and actually I think we talked about it a little bit in the past episode. But I was gonna put Rihanna is better than Beyonce. That was gonna be my take, but I was like, whatever. But I do feel that way.
Yeah, see, I would actually agree with that. I didn't want to get into that. I was gonna name other artists, but I was like, I didn't want to get into that. But I actually would agree with that.
I don't know, but as far as what you said, I don't feel. That's kind of hard, because it's like you're kind of right, because I feel like I don't feel like she's overrated as far as her talent level. Her talent level. Overall, who she is, I don't feel like she's overrated. She is one of the greatest of all time. Period. She put on a show. She put her albums do whatever. I do feel like she has her music has fallen off to me specifically. I don't like her music as much as I did the Crazy in Love days, or whatever. And I do feel like she's overrated in regards to like in my eyes, she's not making the level of Crazy in Love type music anymore. Yeah. But I feel like she's at so much of a point that it don't matter what she put out. Yeah. It's gonna be goated because it's Beyonce. Now, if we looking at it from that aspect, yeah, she might be overrated.
That's kind of what I mean.
People can't really rate her anymore because it's just it's Beyonce. You can't come and be even us having this conversation and shit. It's like, you dissing Beyonce? No. You can't say nothing bad about her. You might get blackballed for saying well, I don't really like that album. What? Right. You know, whatever. So, and from that point of view, yeah, maybe she is, but yeah, respectfully, just overall, just her talent level, just looking at it just objectively, you know, what type of talent she is as an artist, I don't think she's overrated.
Yeah, she's next. I'm trying to make that clear. I think she's dope. She's amazing. But to your point, what you said, we can't even critique or judge. People have her at 100. I feel like she's at 100. I feel like that's why I say overrated. She's still really dope, but I just feel like, yeah.
I'm not really that mad at that though. But you know, really. All right, my turn. All right, let's see. I think you might agree with this one. I'm kind of holding off the ones I think is gonna be kind of crazy. All right, Doja Cat raps better than all mainstream girls rappers today, and she ain't even really a rapper. How you feel?
Wait, you said mainstream, right?
Mm-hmm. So I'm not counting like the people that's kind of low, not low tier, but like underground that we don't really hear a lot of, like the Rhapsodies.
Yeah.
And, what was the girl
That's
name that
yeah.
album that we like? Man, what's her name? Lil Sim.
Lil Sim, yeah.
Like not counting like those people. Like I'm talking about mainstream, your city girls, your Meg Thee Stallions, your Cardis, your all of them. She rap better than them. And I might even throw Nicki in there. Today. I gotta put that on there.
Watch out for them barbs, man. Trying to get canceled with me.
Not overall. I can't say overall, but today, I think she might got Nicki. I guess it remains to be seen when the album comes out, but you know. But I'm really talking about, like I said, your Megs, your Cardis, your City Girls, your whoever's. She the best rapper mainstream, and she ain't even really a rapper.
I actually agree with that.
You with me?
I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that.
All right. I ain't gonna argue. I ain't gonna explain it. Needs to be done. All right, what you got?
I ain't gonna argue for it. I agree with that one. I'm gonna say this one because we already talked about it before. So I don't know if I want to include that one. We can maybe skip that one.
Okay.
I'm running out. You know, I ain't having any issue.
You want me to double up?
I might have to come back. Or I can name that one, but we already talked about it in a previous episode.
What is it?
Candy
corn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we already.
You want to double up? I can do my next one.
I mean, what you want to double up or you want to go ahead?
I'll do my next
one. I got a.
I'll do my next one. Maybe you double up next time.
All right.
Okay. This one, I'm just gonna say a hot take. I'm not saying it's a hot take because people disagree with it necessarily. I'm only saying it's a hot take because it's so successful and popular. Clearly, a bunch of people like it. Would you agree with that? If something is very successful and popular, clearly people like it. Like you can't argue that. Like,
kinda. What you about to say?
Munch ain't good, man. The Ice Spice song is not good. It's not a good song. I don't care what you say.
Nah, I'm not.
It's not a good song, yo.
Just because people like, nope, I'm out. Nope. I can't. Especially with music, no, I can't go that route. Just because people like it, quote unquote, that don't mean it's a good song per se.
Yeah.
I can't do it. And I agree.
I don't think it's a good song. I'm not hating on her. I'm very happy for her success and what she's doing with it. She's taking and running with it. She's trying to like run with that momentum she got going. And I think she's dropping this song with
Who?
What's it called? Bikini Bottom, and I think she had a remix with The Baby or something. I can't remember who it was. Yeah,
is it hot?
I actually haven't heard it yet. But the point I'm trying to make is good for her. Like, hey, get how you live. Like, you can be the best rapper, the worst rapper, worst singer, whoever you are. If you got a momentum going, you got a fan base, keep moving, making legal money. I can never argue against legal money. I'm not hating on her at all. I'm saying this song ain't good to me. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know if we really have much to discuss on that one. I agree. Like, I'm not a big fan of that song. It just sounded average when I heard it. It was just like, okay, all right, next. Like, it went like, ooh, like.
Well, right.
All right.
Next.
All right, yeah. So I'm trying to get us back on the debate side. All right. So I think I'm gonna get you with this one, unless whatever. All right. Banana pudding is mid-tier dessert at best. Yes. Keep your banana pudding out my fucking mouth. Yes. Mid-tier at best. What's up?
Talking regular. And I forgot. You had mentioned that before, and I forgot to just now when you said it. You wildin' me.
It's mid. Look,
it's top 3.
No.
The banana pudding is top 3.
Mid-tier at best. And there are exceptions. There are exceptions because my mom makes a really good banana pudding. She uses chessmen cookies or whatever. And that was one of my favorite like cookies or whatever. So that's really good. But let's say she makes it for Thanksgiving, right? She makes it for Thanksgiving. She also makes this pound cake I really like. If the pound cake is there, if some peach cobbler is there, I won't even touch the banana pudding. I'll let y'all have it. I'll let y'all have it. I'm good. Like if that's the only thing there, I'll hit it up. What the main issue with it is bananas because they're terrible. I know you love bananas, so pause. You love bananas.
Pause.
He loves bananas. But like, and I've actually asked my mom to make me a banana pudding before, but I tell her don't put the bananas in it.
Ain't even
then it's okay.
Vanilla pudding?
Nah, I still got the banana, the kind of flavoring in the, you know, but and then the bananas get like disgusting quick. Like after a night or two in the refrigerator, it's slimy.
Nah.
The bananas aren't slimy after a day or two.
Maybe by day like 4.
No. Immediately.
No.
They turn black. They slimy. Them bananas don't last no time. You know they get old fast or whatever. No. And then like I said, my mom's is the exception. Just on the regular with the vanilla wafers, most of the time I'm skipping that.
Nah, too late.
Most of the time I'm skipping that.
No,
like,
too late now. You see, I heard it first. He said it already. I'm telling you, mom's a pass. Next time she makes something, I'm like, let me get his share. He said it's mid. He said your banana pudding is mid.
No, not hers.
He don't even want it. Go ahead and slide that to me right quick. Go ahead and slide that to me right quick. Yeah. I'll take his share.
Like, when me and my girl go to like, let's say a soul food spot, and they got banana pudding. A lot of times she gonna get some.
Yeah.
I do not care about that. Like I'll take a cinnamon roll. I'll take some peach cobbler. Peach cobbler is number one. Peach cobbler is amazing. Number one. What?
Peach cobbler is amazing.
Yeah. So I mean, banana pudding mid tier at best. It could be if I really start thinking about some desserts. They could be low tier in my book because I put ice cream over them, cookies, cinnamon rolls, peach cobbler, like. I'm putting everything during there, like donuts, over some banana pudding.
You get a little reckless, man.
I mean,
reckless.
that's what it is.
Reckless. If I go to a restaurant or something, I don't think I'm trying to have banana pudding. As much as I love banana pudding, I'm a little iffy though about who making it, so I might have to be a little iffy about that. But
you like vanilla wafers?
Yeah.
You like marshmallows? I don't know. You sus with the
marshmallows are amazing. The fact that you don't like marshmallows already let me know that you're
because you just be eating them out the bag.
Yeah,
they have to be with somebody for them to be acceptable.
Nah,
they have to be in the s'mores, which is something else that's like kind of like a low tier dessert. A s'more, that's a low tier for sure. At least I kind of let banana pudding have a mid tier in my book. S'mores are low tier for sure. But a marshmallow has to be in there. Who's just, I'm just in the crib, just a bag of marshmallows. Who doing that?
I don't, but I can.
See, that's what I'm saying. They have to be with somebody else for them to work. They gotta be in a cookie. They gotta be in some ice cream. They gotta be for marshmallows to work.
No, they don't.
And peeps are terrible.
Peeps are delicious.
Terrible.
Delicious. They don't make peeps every year because I'm the only one eating them.
Right. Jumps out of here. Get them jumps out of here, man. Alright, so I'm gonna double up.
Alright, yeah, go ahead, double up.
Alright, Courage the Cowardly Dog wasn't that good. Wasn't that good of a cartoon.
I'm not gonna argue with that. I did like it, but I wasn't a big Courage fan. Like I wasn't watching it like every night or nothing like that. Like it was entertaining, but it wasn't like I wasn't rushing to go watch it. So I'm not gonna argue with that.
I think some people like really got like
Courage,
love Courage, like, top tier.
Yeah, people love Courage.
Like in that kind of golden era of the Cartoon Network, they were low. I mean, Courage was low. It's under Ed, and Eddie. It's under Dexter. It's under what else was it? Johnny Bravo. Like it's under most of them. I ain't gonna say all, but most.
I can't argue that. I like Courage, but not to your point. It wasn't. I didn't like it like all the other shows that like I wasn't running to go watch it. Like if I was on a TV Guide or whatever, I'm not. Ooh, Courage! Like
right.
Yeah.
Not with it.
Yeah, I like Courage though. But I agree.
It got like maybe like an episode or two that are like parts that I like from the show or whatever. Cause you remember what was that episode? I think he was dealing with some cat and he was like, you wanna know what made them bones? You don't wanna know what made them bones.
I don't even remember that.
You wanna know what's behind that door? You don't wanna know what's behind that door. You don't remember that?
That's not funny though, but I don't remember.
Like certain like little parts here and there, episode or two or whatever.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's not like it don't have anything to it, but for overall, it's not that good of a cartoon. It's definitely not top tier, and it might not even make it to mid tier if we start throwing all the cartoons in. So, what you got?
I got 2 left, including this one.
Okay.
I tried my hardest. I promise you, I'm not trying to be funny. I tried my hardest.
What?
To get into this show. But it just wasn't that great to me. And it wasn't a bad show, it just wasn't that great to me. Tiger King. I got like 3 episodes in, and it was good. Like, it was cool. Like, I get the whole drama behind it, and all Carol Baskins and all that. Like, I get it. But it didn't suck me in. Like, I thought I was going to keep watching it. But, like, episode 4, I kind of, like, just fell off. I never watched anymore after that. And I kind of heard, like, I heard everybody else, my friends and people talking about it, so I kind of knew what happened without watching it. And I saw, like, the occasional, like, news article here and there about Carol Baskin or whatever, so I kind of knew what was going on, but it wasn't good enough for me to keep watching it. Like, I don't understand how people got sucked in like that. Like, it was entertaining, I guess, a little bit, but it wasn't, like, so where I'm like, oh, I can't wait to watch the next. Like, I stopped, like, episode 4. I didn't watch it anymore after that.
I never watched it.
Really?
I never watched it because kind of similar to what you said, because I feel like everybody was watching it, but couldn't nobody tell me why to watch it. Like, couldn't nobody, like, it was like, yeah, watch it, but nah, it ain't that, but watch it. Like, it was like, you ain't really giving me, you ain't saying like, oh yeah, this banging, like, yo, it's crazy. What, like nobody gave me that, like, thing, like, oh man, you need to watch this is crazy, or nothing like that. It was just like, watch it. Have you watched this? I'm like, okay, why should I? They couldn't really give me nothing. Yeah. So I didn't watch it. So maybe most people agree with that. They just watched it, you know, it's one of the things that just popped off or whatever. Yeah. But so I never seen it, so I can't really say too much more with that.
Yeah, I watched it. I mean, it has funny parts, it has cool moments and everything, but it wasn't enough to keep me coming back. Like, I just kind of fell off after like episode 4. I never came back to it.
Okay.
It wasn't a trash show. It wasn't entertaining enough for me to keep watching.
Let's see, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? This one's kind of fun. Lyricism is overrated.
I disagree.
You want me to explain?
I almost like your explanation is going to be the reason why I disagree. Yeah, go ahead.
It's going to be the reason why you disagree?
I think so.
All right. Mind you, I'm a rapper. I feel like I'm lyrical. You're a rapper. Mm-hmm. You feel like you're lyrical,
yes.
Right? Uh-huh. So while lyricism is important, I feel like it's overused in various situations to say how good somebody is. Like, for example, battle rap. Oh man, his bars is da 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 da. He can't out rap da 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 da. So what? That don't mean he gonna win. That don't mean he gonna da da da. You know, whatever. Like, let me see how I want to put this. If bars or lyricism was so important, there shouldn't be certain battles that happen. Yeah. Like, you got like battles like Loaded Lux versus Charlie Clips. Yeah. Everybody knows like Loaded Lux is more lyrical than Charlie Clips. Yeah. Why are they battling? Yeah. Like, same thing with the guy that should remain nameless. Not putting him out tonight, but he's put up there because mostly, if you ask anybody, most of the time they're gonna say is that he's lyrical. And I'm like, so what? What else does he have? So, and I feel like they do that with a lot of artists when they want to use it, but then we'll big up somebody that's not as lyrical for another reason. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we move the goalpost based on lyricism a lot of times too. Yeah. Like that's the end all be all. And you have a lot of people that's as lyrical as all get out and can't make a song to save their lives. Yeah. They super lyrical, they super dope with rapping technically, but the songs is garbage. And even some of the top artists that we may think are lyrical, like a Jay-Z, they dial their stuff back for the sake of a good song, good music. Yeah. We got plenty of artists that's, you know, like that you may not consider the most lyrical. Maybe your Noris, your Missies, you know, because I mean, we can break it down and really go about, okay, is that really lyrical? They may not be technical, but is that lyricism? But we're not gonna do that. But if we just talking about just straight up, just who we would consider lyrical, like we got, like I said, your Norries, your Missies, your I had somebody else in mind, I can't think of it right now, but people that make hits, make real good music, but you may not consider them the most lyrical, but they still know how to make good music. That still, they're still a good artist in my eyes. It could be a great artist depending on who we're talking about.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, you know, lyricism is overrated. I feel like it's overused to try to say somebody's gonna win or somebody's better or somebody's good because they're very lyrical. Yeah. It's like, not necessarily. Slow your roll.
Yeah.
That's my thought on it.
Okay, I agree with that. I thought you were going somewhere else with it.
What?
So yeah, that's not what I thought you were going. You're saying I disagreed in the beginning because I thought you were going in a different direction. Really, you're saying lyricism is overrated when it comes to basically judging how good an artist is.
Facts.
I agree with that. I thought you were saying lyricism overall is overrated, and I disagree with that because I thought you were just saying overall. And I was gonna say I don't think people even hold lyricism as a high pedestal anymore. I mean, if you look at the way rap is right now, majority of rap, especially mainstream, is not that lyrical. And I don't think people hold that. I think it's pretty underrated at this point. Like, people don't really hold this that high, but they do when it comes to how good of a rapper is. So I do agree with you on that part. I agree.
And I feel like even back then, like, lyricism was more important, but I feel like it was so important it wasn't important. It's kind of like if everybody's special, nobody's special. Yeah. Cause like back, like if we talk about the '90s,
yeah,
everybody was. So right. It wasn't about necessarily how lyrical you were then either. It was, but everybody was lyrical. So you had to have something else.
Yeah.
So in a way, if you look at it, it wasn't really that important then, or not as important as we maybe make it.
Yeah.
So that's what, like, it's overrated.
Yeah.
I said, I'm lyrical. You know what I'm saying? I get busy, you know, I try to, you know, jot some dope bars or whatever. I try to go in with mine or whatever, but just, it's not needed. You know, I might take the gas off sometimes, you know, for the sake of the song. Like, you know, hit. Y'all don't know about that. That's that way they gonna be lyrical. Alright. You want me to double up again, or you got another one?
I got one left.
Matter of fact, let me go on the double up, because this one's just, I don't even know if we're gonna talk about this as much. This is a hot take that I've heard a lot over the years, and I agree with it, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. As far as pineapples on pizza, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's good. I mean, you know, if I'm feeling, you know, some sweet and salty, yeah, add a little some pineapple on there. It ain't even gotta be Hawaiian. I just get pepperoni pizza. Yeah, put pineapple on half of that. You know what I mean? What's the problem? Ain't nothing wrong with that. So you tried it? You tried it?
Yeah, I have. The only reason I didn't get a walkout discount because I'm too lazy now. I'm like that up right now. Pineapple does not belong on pizza.
What's wrong with that?
And I'm not even saying it's nasty. Okay. I had it when I was younger. And even then, I don't think I thought it was nasty. I was just like, no, this just don't go with it. Now that I'm older and I had it a second time, recently, earlier this year.
Okay.
It wasn't as bad, but I'm still not ordering that ever. Like, it doesn't belong on a pizza. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. I don't care if it's Hawaiian or not.
What's wrong with it though?
It's sweet. You don't
like salty sweet?
Actually, not really.
What else was on the pizza? What else was on the pizza you tried? Pepperoni?
Just most recent time. Most recent time it was ham. Just most recent time. Yeah.
And you don't like salty sweet?
No, I'm not a big fan.
That's a hot take in yourself. What you mean?
I'm not a big fan of salty sweet.
Everybody loves salty sweet.
I'm not putting salt on my watermelon. I'm not putting peanuts in my Coke. I'm not doing. What do people do?
No.
I don't like salted caramel. Like,
yeah, salted caramel. The peanuts and the Coke is that's a little extra, but
you're not doing none of that.
You don't want no salty sweet?
No, I can't think of none right now. If you can name something I can't think of no salty sweet that I like. I can't think of anything right now. But honestly, the bigger issue is not even the ham. It's like the tomatoes, the pineapple don't belong on there.
You don't like candy bacon?
Okay, first of all, I don't know if I've ever had that, but it sounds delicious. It's bacon, like
maple bacon, whatever. Like,
yeah. But
you can kind of put bacon in anything.
Yeah, right. You really can. Bacon's exception.
Salty sweet.
Bacon's. You might put ice cream and bacon. It'd probably be good. Like
I've had a bacon milkshake before.
Real?
Mm-hmm. It's good.
That sounds disgusting, but it's bacon, so I'm not gonna deny you on that.
Salty sweet. What's up?
Bacon don't count. But bacon don't count.
Bacon don't count.
That's the one exception to the rule. But
Okay.
pineapple don't belong on a pizza.
What up, man? Go ahead. Do your next one.
My next one.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of mentioned this previously to you before. Personally, I think Scary Movie 3 is the funniest of the series. I would say trilogy, but I forgot there's 4 or 5 also. I think 3 is the funniest of the series. Now, for everybody hobbling all over me, 1 and 2 are hilarious. I'm not taking that away from them.
Okay.
They top tier. Like, they up there too.
Okay.
1 and 2 are hilarious. But I just like 3 is the funniest. And I don't know if it's because I'm biased. I think I might be a little bit biased. And I've been thinking about this recently. I think the time it came out was a time in my life where I was watching a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
First of all, I knew all the references, the 8 Mile, the Sign, I saw Sign before. Like, every reference in that movie I was familiar with.
Okay.
So that's 1. And 2, again, the time the movie came out, is at this time I'm a little bit older. I understand more of the adult jokes and stuff is funny. I'm allowed to watch it. I think when Scary Movie 1 and 2, not to show my age, but I think when Scary Movie 1 and 2 came out, I don't think I wasn't watching them on HBO and kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I couldn't watch them.
Yeah, I'm saying
I couldn't watch those movies.
I don't know if my parents
rated R.
Right. I don't know if my parents stopped me from watching them, or I didn't have interest, or what. But I just remember thinking I didn't watch them when they came out. I didn't see 1 and 2 until later on, when I got a little bit older to appreciate it. But I was old enough at the time when 3 dropped, so I think maybe I might be a little bit biased. Maybe if I was a little bit older when 1 and 2 came out, I might enjoy it more. But even after I've gone back and watched them, they're hilarious. Again, they top tier. 1, 2, and 3 are all top tier to me. 4 or 5 when it starts getting a little, and then the hero movie and epic movie and all that. That's when they all got it. Yeah, but
doing too much.
Yeah, I think 1, 2, and 3 are all top tier, but I think 3 is the funniest to me, and I'm sure a lot of people disagree. I have friends that told me before, like many times, no, 1 is good, 2, nah. But I think 3 is the funniest to me. I love 3. I wish Wayne Rose was in it, but I love 3.
I think the last time you said that, I'm gonna stick with what I said. I like 3 a lot. 3 is funny.
Yeah.
I feel like just because like the Wayne's not on there and they downplay it because they weren't there or whatever, I feel like they did do a good job with number 3.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would have to go back. I don't know if it beats out 2. I feel like I'm feeling like 2 is the one for me.
2 is good.
But I do like 3. I can't go full in and say it's the best, but. It's good. I do like 3. I can't front on that. How many you got left?
That was it. I thought something else on top of my head, but I don't know if it's even a hot take.
So I'm just gonna be running down lines for the rest. I got a decent amount.
Well, I can name what I just thought of, but I don't even know if it's a hot take because I feel like there's a lot of people who agree with me. But
you want to hold it or you want me?
You can go first. I can do it next time.
Okay. Pause. Let me put the pause disclaimer out there. Gushers are the best fruit snack in the game.
Whoa! Like how they explode in your mouth, huh?
Hey, ain't nothing I can say.
Okay, you said they're the best fruit snack or
in the game.
I can't front. Gushers are pretty good, man.
After all that clowning. Yeah.
No, I hate about Gushers. I always feel like they were very inconvenient. Like I feel like they always like stuck to each other. They start melting. Like they always melt, or when one of them explodes or something, it's always like sticky or whatever. But they are good. What counts? I mean, gummy bears are top tier.
No, I'm talking about like the Welch's fruit, the Scooby Doo type junks. You know, in that category.
Do like Airheads count? Sour Patch Kids count?
No.
Do Jelly Bellies count?
Jelly beans?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah, you might be right.
Nah, I'm talking about the ones that like on the grocery store aisle, like what the fruit by the foot and all that. That's gonna be in that section.
Fruit by the foot is pretty good. I don't really get that, but
whatever.
Yeah, you might be right. Okay, you might be right.
I mean, okay.
I'd have to see the section in my face, but you might be right. Gushers they up there.
Okay, so we're cool with that.
Despite the fact I find it super inconvenient because they always sticky and get stuck or whatever, they top tier. Gushers really are top tier.
You might agree with this one. I'm just college is a scam.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And I'm gonna go ahead while you think about that.
I disagree, but I'll just finish.
I feel like, how I want to put this. If you're trying to be something along the lines of like a doctor, mechanic, they don't go to school. They got like art school, right? But like it's certain jobs like doctor, nurse type stuff. Specified like technical jobs and computer jobs. Then you probably need to go to college. But just in general, for how much they charge, you do not get enough out of that. There's so many people that leave college and ain't got nothing to show for it. Like if they would at least, and I feel like some, depending on where you go, if you go to some specified schools, they help you get a job when you get out, but most don't. Most don't, just like your regular, run-of-the-mill, like, alumni schools or whatever. Once you out, you on your own. I feel like that should be a given. Like, if you spend all this money, they should be helping you get a job in that field. Business or, especially business. Business is kind of a waste. You shouldn't go to college just for business. I'm sorry. Like, I get it, but I feel like a lot of that stuff, especially today's day, if you got some type of drive, you can get that stuff offline, off YouTube, get books, or whatever. A lot of this stuff, even with the music, I get it to a certain extent, but a lot of this stuff, you train yourself, you get, take classes, take your own classes, but to spend all that money you paying for other junk, and then when you come out, you in crazy debt. We all know that. We all can, relate to the debt that you into. It's just too expensive for what you actually get out of it, unless it's like something specific. Like say you want to be a nurse, because I don't want nobody that ain't went to college operating on me or, taking care of me, something that's life or death or whatever, stuff like that. And, real technical, like they say it ain't rocket science, you gotta go to, stuff like that, that's serious, yes, you need school, but just your normal stuff, I want to do music, I want to do art, I want to do, like the majority of the rest of the stuff that people want to do, it's kind of a waste. I feel like it's a scam, and you paying them, and then you get out, and you still struggling, especially because of that huge amount of debt that you in. It's a scam. What you got?
Well, it's going to end the episode on that one.
For real. You got any different opinion on that?
No, that's all. Nah. I get what you're saying with scam. I was going to disagree because I don't think it's a scam. I don't think we use that word, but I agree with everything you said. We pretty much, we here. I agree. All right, cool. I only disagreed in the beginning because I wouldn't use the word scam. And the only reason I say that is because two reasons. One, definition of scam. I don't know what definition of scam is, but I feel like for the most part at this point now, we know we're getting out of college now at this point. Like it ain't like we were fooled. Like I feel like we talk about it so much, especially with the social media and everything and internet. We all know, okay, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna get another degree. Probably not gonna get a job. Be in debt. Like we know, but we do it anyway still because we feel like we have to have a degree to get a good paying job. So if that in that case, I wouldn't say it's a scam because it ain't like they lying to us. We kind of already know at this point what we're going to get out of it. And that's why I would say it's a scam. But I do agree it's way overpriced for what you get. You're not getting your bang for your buck at this point. Like, you're paying all this money, and most people don't get a job, you don't get experience, all this kind of stuff. Like,
you don't get experience either. It puts you behind the eight ball, because then you go through all that college, you go to the job, we're looking for somebody that's going to hit the ground running, we don't have any experience.
At least
that is a scam.
Right. Just at least 1 year experience. Like,
I was making $100,000.
Right.
Like, come on.
Yeah, and I also would say, that's when I was actually just thinking about this the other day, and it's kind of related to your topic, but not really. Mm-hmm. I realized, I didn't realize this, but I was just thinking about it again earlier this week, that I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for college. And I can admit that. Like, things I've learned in college jump-started me. Now, from there, I have taught myself a lot, just watching YouTube and learning stuff on my own. But I realized without college kicking it off for me, I don't think I'd be where I'm at right now. It taught me a lot of stuff, like the groundwork to get me going.
Are you talking more about like
just like little skills?
You're talking more about like learning who you are type stuff, hanging with friends, building relationship type stuff, or are you talking about like more of like kicking me off and giving me a kick in the pants to be more focused type stuff? Like,
no, I meant like actual like technical skills, like Photoshop, After Effects, stuff like that. Like I wouldn't really learn that stuff on my own. You can, but I know I wouldn't have. Like I started, they put me in the right direction. I learned all the basics there, and then from there I went off YouTube and everything and learned more stuff on my own and studied on my own to learn and got to where I'm at now. But also, I've noticed that too, like relationships. You meet a lot of people in college that, especially if you live on campus, but even if you're not on campus, you can meet a lot of people who can network and meet people in your field, other students and people who can get you places. But, with all that being said, it's not worth no $30, $40, $100 dollars. Like, it's still way overpriced. You don't get internships, don't get guaranteed internships. Like I say, you don't get experience, you don't get, like, it'd be different if you could guarantee me a job, or guarantee an internship, or guarantee this, or guarantee that, but there's no guarantee for any of this. You're paying all these thousands of dollars to be in debt, and then most people I know work a basic job after that.
Right.
Like, I'm working at Home Depot or whatever you're working at, and it's like, what did I just get that degree for? Like, it's very overrated experience.
The crazy thing is, it's not scamish that the jobs that you're going for, they want you to have a degree, right? Mm-hmm. Most of them. Yeah. They want you to at least have a degree. Yeah. But at the same time, they won't take you because of the experience.
Right.
That's scamish, right?
Yeah, that's scamish.
For $100,000.
Yeah.
Or more or whatever. That's scamish. And like I said, I'm not saying, like I said, it's completely nothing good in it. That's why I said, like, certain jobs, yeah, you probably should. Some people that just don't have no direction, yeah, you might should. But even then, you might just need to do community or something, maybe, you know, because college ain't even for everybody to be spending that much money. You know, you'll have to, that's just from person to person. Yeah. But still, even if it comes down to, yeah, I'll give you that, like, yeah, you make relationships, you figure out who you are, you get out on your own or whatever, like, but it ain't worth that.
I feel like college, we just kind of give you, like, the basic, like even businesses. I wasn't a business major, but I'm sure in business they learn, like, certain programs or certain terms and stuff like that they need to know or whatever, but after that, you probably teaching yourself.
But what you doing with that at the end of the day?
Right. I mean,
it's just business. Starting your own business?
Right.
You could have already did that.
Yeah.
What was your next one? You had one on your head or something like that, Paul.
Oh, again, I don't know if this is really a hot take. Cause I feel like it's kind of similar to the Munch song or whatever thing. Because it's big, so could a lot of people love it. But I also know there's a lot of people agree with me at the same time. But again, it wouldn't be this big if people weren't eating it up.
Okay.
Reality TV, specifically Real Housewives of Blake, are like trash shows. I don't know if people watch those things, yo. Like they really, when I watch those things, I really feel like I'm like retarded in my brain. Like
household of who?
Of anything, Housewives of Blake, like whatever
Blake.
city you want to choose.
You said Blake.
No, of Blake. Whatever.
Blake Shelton got a reality show.
Feeling City here, like whatever. Okay. It's like I can't do those shows. It's always like I feel like a bunch of ratchetness. People get fights because of people out. I get it. Some people like drama, sex, violence. I get it, right. And that's why they work. People eat that stuff up. But I can't. Like you start naming people right now of them shows. Like I feel like if I went in I feel like if I went on like a big time like The Breakfast Club or some big time like show or whatever, like people are like asking questions. I feel like they'd be like, "What do you think about so and so?" And I'd be like, "Who? Like, am I supposed to know what that is? Like, I don't know these people. Like, I don't watch those. Nene Leakes might be the only person I know from like any of them shows. I don't know anybody else. I don't watch those shows. I don't. If they don't do something like within music or like another.
My bad. Sorry, peoples. We had some technical difficulties. We had to switch locations. You know, some stuff went down with the camera. I had to fix it up. You know, battery, all that. Whatever. Don't worry about it. But we're gonna get back to it. My hot take was Will Smith is a better actor than Denzel Washington. How you feel?
And that's why we had technical difficulty. Even the camera was like, nah. Even the camera was like, nah, fam.
I'm gonna tell you why, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, what I was saying was, we stopped at. I was saying that I will agree that I feel like over the course of his career, I feel like Will Smith has had more diverse roles. Denzel is like one of my favorite actors, if not my favorite. He might be my number one favorite actor. He's definitely in the top 3 for sure. But I feel like he has a lot of common roles that seem very similar. I feel like Will Smith has had much more diversity, but I still feel like Denzel's a much better actor to me. I feel like he's more believable. Not that Will isn't. Will's also a great actor. But I just feel like, again, I give you the diversity thing. Like, Will's played a lot of different roles. And honestly, I can't even think of any role that he's been in that I felt like were similar. Honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, so props to him for that. I feel like every role he's played that I can think of right off the top of my head has been very diverse. Nothing I can think of has been very, very similar. Everything from Men in Black to Bright to 7 Pounds, like, everything's been Bad Boys. Like, they've all been Wild Wild West. Like, even his character in Wild West is, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like that cool playboyish kind of thing, but it's not quite Michael Lowry. Like, it was still different, and it could be because the time and place of the setting of the movie itself. But his roles have always been, it's been very diverse. Whereas Denzel, I feel like a lot of his movies have been kind of similar. Not all of them, but they've been similar. But I still feel like overall Denzel's a better actor, and I can't really give you any criteria. Like, I feel like we have to really dive in and like do a whole episode on that, like believability and blah blah blah. But
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, and that's my main point. What you just said, the range.
Yeah,
I feel like, because this is kind of a two-part. I haven't said the second part yet, but that's really, I just feel like Will Smith has more range. Like, going from, like, you know, the Fresh Prince to the what was it, the Independence Day to the Men in Black. He can do the funny, he can do the hitch, he can do the serious roles and break down and cry and all that stuff or whatever. Like, I feel like that just requires more talent, and I feel like the second part of this is, I feel like the comedic actor gets overlooked.
Yeah, they do.
If we're thinking about somebody that's a good actor, we always think about the drama actor.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, those actors can't do the funny stuff.
Yeah.
Denzel, I would argue, can't really do the funny stuff. Right. And like you said, a lot of his stuff, like, he's good at what he does now. I'm not saying he's bad. He's not bad at all. That's Denzel. He's one of the greatest. But a lot of his stuff is that. It's Denzel. Yeah. You know, what's it called when you impression? That impression that everybody do, that's what he gonna give you. Yeah. That's what he gonna give you. And yeah, it's good, but it's you know what you getting. Yeah. It's no real range for real. Even though it's good, and like those actors that can do both, like Jim Carrey.
Adam Sandler really gets looked over. Adam Sandler's a really good actor, I think.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Have you seen like stuff where he's like been like serious roles and stuff like that?
You throwing off of my point. You by throwing him in there. I was gonna say Steve Carell.
Steve Carell? You think Steve Carell a better actor than Adam Sandler?
Yes.
Have you seen Uncut Gems or any other serious roles?
No, I seen the one where he was doing the training the basketball dude.
Oh, you like that?
It was alright. But I don't think he's...
Anyway, I digress. You finish your point.
Yeah, don't mess up my point. Like I said, Jim Carrey's, your Jamie Foxx, your Steve Carell's. I feel like, especially Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx kind of in a league of his own as far as how good of an actor and just how talented he is, just period. Just for what he brings to the table. So he's kind of in a league of his own, but I still had to bring him in because he's somebody that can do the comedy and can do the serious. Yeah. Jim Carrey, somebody can do the comedy and can do the serious very well, or whatever. So, and I feel like, with the exception of like Jamie Foxx, Will Smith is kind of like the top of people that can do both, and I feel like that outweighs almost anybody, especially someone that's more in just like drama. Yeah, it takes more effort than you would think to like be funny, make somebody laugh, and have that type of timing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like I said, the majority of these actors that you would think of just right off the top, that's dramatic actors that you say they're good actors, they can't do the other side.
I agree with that.
So I gotta go with Will Smith. I've always been a Will Smith fan too. On top of that, I grew up on more of his movies than Denzel's. A lot of his stuff I was either like too young to even understand or couldn't watch. You know what I'm saying? I was watching Men in Black. I remember watching Men in Black and Pops cutting my hair while I'm watching, the first Men in Black. So, I mean, I'll give a little bit of, nostalgia biasness for that. But even that I feel like speaks to his greatness that he can have like for the youth, for the kids, for the adults, for the dramatic, for the funny, all of that. It's just that range is there, and he does it all well. Yeah. All of it well. So I gotta put him over Denzel, and watch out for like the people that you kind of look over, the Jim Carrey's. Jim Carrey's a way better actor than kind of what we give him credit for, because he's always being funny and silly or whatever, but he's actually a really good actor. I think he'll give like a lot of these dramatic actors that we think of as being good actors a run, if not be better.
I agree with that.
People sleep on Steve Carell. They were, like, he had some serious stuff where he actually put in work. Yeah. But we like, The Office. We don't really think of him as being, right. But the dude can act.
He has a movie coming out soon. I forgot what it's called. I just saw the trailer.
What is it? Oh, you don't remember.
I forgot. I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay.
It looked good though.
But yeah, that's how I feel. I gotta put Will over Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Respect to Denzel. There's no hate or nothing, but I gotta go with Will on that. Big Willie style pause. All right. Well, I think I got one left, and then we're gonna end on this. Cancel culture is detrimental to society.
Explain.
I feel like cancel culture is detrimental to society because I feel like it doesn't help. I feel like it doesn't help nothing. I feel like it plays a major part in why we don't compartmentalize well. It's just like, you voted for him, I can't rock with you. It's no type of nuance. It's just, you did that, you cancel. Yeah. Oh, you said that, I don't really care why. I'm not going to do my research because I feel like most people are going to be followers. So it's just like somebody saying, oh, they cancel? Oh, yeah, they cancel. Or whatever. I feel like it's not beneficial to us. I feel like it's moving us away from really understanding each other and really like getting to know why somebody feels that way, and having that opinion that you may not agree with, but it makes you stronger. I feel like it makes you stronger. It gives you more understanding about what you believe. Maybe it make you question something. It ain't cancel him just because you don't believe it and whatever. No, maybe somebody brings something that makes you question it, and maybe if you question it, maybe you don't need to believe it. Maybe it's something within you. Maybe, okay, well, if you can defend it, then all right. And y'all just have a discussion about it. Yeah. I feel like, back in the day, you hit them in the pockets. It's just like if you did something as an artist that alienated your fans or whatever, then we just don't rock with you no more. It don't have to be hey, we're canceling this guy, we're not listening to him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It wasn't all that. You just don't listen to him. Yeah. If you something on TV you don't like, you just don't watch it. And if a lot of people don't watch it, they'll take it off. You hit them in their pockets or whatever. But this whole cancel culture, and most of the time when somebody has like cancel on their name, it's for something that's not even that bad. It's not like they killed somebody, they raped somebody or whatever, something crazy like that. It's because they said something that hurt my feelings. Yeah. They had an opinion that's different from mine and I ain't like it. Yeah. Most of the time that's what it boils down to. Something like that, or something that we don't have all the information on yet. We still don't fully know what happened with Tory and Megan, but he was canceled for like a month or something. Like, it's not even serious. Like, it's not even like, how is it helping us? Like, I feel like it's detrimental. If anything, it's hurting us. I feel like we should kind of go back to being more open to somebody having a different opinion. If you don't like it, that's cool. You can go against it, you can ignore it or whatever. But that's, at the end of the day, you have to deal with people that have a different mindset than you, just in general. You got to deal with that. Yeah. I'm even I heard the other day that like kids like at schools are like snitching on like professors, and like they're getting like suspended and stuff because they like brought something to the table that they didn't like, instead of like them combating it. That's what like talking about the college thing, that's what it's about. Growing, getting somebody else to come in with a different opinion than you, and y'all discussing it, and y'all don't have to agree, but it don't have to be, oh, I ain't rocking with you, you gotta be banned, you're banned, you can't, just okay, well, respectfully, I disagree. We do it all the time or whatever, and then that's it. But yeah, I just feel like cancel culture is a big part of where this society is moving to where it's like detrimental to us. It's not helping us at all. It's a big part of the softness, is a big part of going along with just how we think today. Just, oh, you voted for him? I ain't in. You racist.
Yeah.
How you know racist? You voted for?
Yeah.
Man, you canceled.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's detrimental. I'm not with it.
I actually don't. I don't know. I agree. I ain't arguing for it. You already know. I think cancel culture is stupid. I think it's one of the dumbest things ever. Is I don't even want to get into it, but yeah, I think cancel culture is dumb. It's stupid. Most people's, like you said, most people's reasons behind things don't even really make logical sense, or they don't have all the facts behind things. They just want to hop on a bandwagon because everybody else say it's this person or this subject supposed to be canceled. It's taboo, so we all gonna jump on a bandwagon instead of fighting your opinion or your approach. Or you shouldn't have to fight it, to be honest. You would just speak it. But people just hop on a bandwagon. They don't want to be canceled too or ostracized or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's dumb. I agree with that. That's a very good one to end on too. We're talking about how people should.
It has a bad effect on freedom of speech too.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's a good one to end on. So we're talking about hot takes, and now we're talking about how people need to embrace other people's opinions and
other people's hot takes.
Even though banana pudding is still top tier.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Yeah, hot takes. We should.
What else is just throwing it in? What else is a top tier as far as dessert? Cobbler, peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler is top tier.
What else?
Apple pie can be, but I think apple pie is probably overrated. That's probably a hot take. Apple pie is kind of overrated. It's good. It's delicious, but
Overrated?
It might be a little overrated. Like it's America's like apple pie baseball. Like, I get it, but like it's good. Don't get me wrong. Apple pie is delicious, but it's probably overrated a little bit. It's good though.
I don't think my pops would agree with that.
But peach
I'm not
cobbler
mad at
definitely. Cheesecake for sure. I say peach cobbler, banana pudding, cheesecake. All
Cheesecake is top tier?
Yeah, cheesecake.
I don't know. Cheesecake better than cookies?
Yeah.
Cheesecake better than cake? Do you put them in the
Kinda
same
cake.
group? We just talk.
Yeah, I would put them in the same group, but if we're gonna talk, I would put them in the same group. I put cake and pie in the same group.
Hold up, no, not pie. Pie is not in the same group as.
Oh, so cheesecake.
Cake.
I mean, cheese. Is that the word cake in it? Yeah.
I'll let you put cake and cheesecake together.
Okay, then yeah, they
even
are
though
the same.
they are kind of different, but okay, but not pies.
Yeah.
So it's better. So ice cream is worse than cheesecake. Cheesecake is better than ice cream.
See, I think it's weird though, because then we gotta talk about flavors and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. All cheesecake flavors ain't good.
I mean, yeah, that's true too.
So I mean, we just keeping it overall.
But yeah, I would say cheesecake better than ice cream. Yeah.
Dang, you really?
Cheesecake top tier, man.
I feel like once I start like bringing the other stuff in, I think it kind of pushes it to mid. Because like I'm put cookies over it. I'm gonna put cinnamon rolls over it.
Cheesecake?
Yeah, I'm putting cinnamon rolls over cheesecake. I'm putting donuts over cheesecake.
Donuts are amazing.
So I mean, like I said, and then we got the cobbler. We both agree cobblers over
Yeah.
cheesecake. So I don't know. I feel like once you start bringing everybody in, candy.
Nah, candy. I feel like candy and cookies are both like they low on a totem pole as far as
Cookies is low.
yeah compared to like
Not
ice
even
cream.
mid.
I mean, they're good, like, but I don't know they.
You ain't had a good cookie in a minute.
Yeah, it must not have.
What's the best cookie you had?
Like to me, cookies ain't even a dessert. Like that's not, I mean, we're thinking like cookies not even desserts.
You eating Toll House or something?
Cookies are snacks. Candy is snacks. Like those ain't desserts.
What you eating, Toll House?
Maybe. I mean, them all.
Where you going to get your cookies?
I don't know. They're basic.
You
cookie
been to
places.
Insomnia?
Yeah, Insomnia be here. I haven't been to Insomnia in years. They're a little pricey to me, but Insomnia do be banging.
Come on,
Insomnia
man.
banging.
Get you some good cookies. I can't. Nah, a good cookie, it beats out cheesecake. I'm sorry. I like cheesecake though. I don't want it to come off like I don't like cheesecake, but I like a lot of stuff more than cheesecake. It might be mid.
Wow, man, cheesecake's top 3, man.
And cheesecake better than banana pudding.
I give you that. Banana pudding might still be top 3, but
So
cheesecake.
how banana pudding is? I feel like after everything you done named, you done pushed banana pudding in the mid.
Nah, just also peach cobbler and cheesecake. The only ones is like topping banana pudding that I named.
Ice cream?
Nah,
Ice cream ain't better than banana pudding?
nah. Mint chocolate chip is delicious, but nah. We bring some all ice cream.
Ew. You like mint in
Yeah.
dessert?
Yeah, you don't. So you don't eat like your peppermint patties Or like Thin Mints. You don't eat Girl Scout Thin Mints? That's a cookie.
You got some nerve to be talking about salty sweet.
Thin Mints ain't nowhere near sweet.
And you eating mouthwash in your during dessert.
You don't eat Thin Mints?
But you mad at salty
Everybody
sweet.
eats Thin Mints.
No, I don't. I don't feel. I done made like 2 or 3 videos about mint. You must have missed it. I did one recently on TikTok about how I feel about mint. Mint is for gum, mouthwash, toothpaste, peppermints. Outside of that, if you ain't trying to freshen your breath in some way or fashion, then it don't belong in food.
That makes it even better. You can eat dessert and still have fresh breath.
No, because it's mixed with chocolate. It nullifies what it's supposed to do.
That means your breakfast is more delicious. Then your breath smell like chocolate and mint. What's your not to like? What's your not to like?
You ever smell somebody's breath and it smell like chocolate and you thought it smelled good?
Chocolate smells delicious at all times.
No, not out of somebody's mouth. It usually don't work. Like, I can't believe you. You was over here mad at salty sweet.
Pineapple don't belong on pizza.
But you went at the whole salty sweet.
Yeah, name you didn't name nothing. I can go rock
Well,
with.
you the one that I got you on, you said it didn't count.
What?
Bacon.
It don't count. Bacon
Yeah,
on everything. Bacon's a big
You
on
said
everything.
it don't count. But you over here hating on salty sweet, and then you over here talking about some mint.
Thin Mints are amazing.
Mint is for mint.
I'm pretty sure we look at sales right now. Thin Mints probably the top selling Girl Scout cookie of all time.
For starters, Girl Scout cookies ain't that good, just in general, overall. But if I'm gonna get one, I'm not getting the mints. I'm gonna get the lemon joints or the shortbread joints.
Wow. Regardless, the point is, ice cream ain't better than banana pudding. Banana pudding beats ice cream.
Have you ever had the popcorn that had like the caramel popcorn and the cheese?
Yeah. But I'm not eating them like together.
No, they come together. Like, that's a thing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, they have like there's three like.
no, like they have like they call it a bunch of different things, but I think one of the popular names is like Carolina mix.
Oh, no,
like
I've never
you
had
can mix
that.
it in. It's both of them in there, and like even with the ones with the 3 on it, they'll tell you, hey, get the cheese, get the caramel, mix it together. It's a good mix. Like,
Nah, I've never. No, if I get the 3, I get the 3 like they had a divider, and I might eat butter this time, I might eat cheese this time, I eat caramel next time. I'm not eating my caramel.
Bad on mixing. You ain't never tried it though.
I'm not
you
eating
ain't
no
never
cheese
tried
with the
it.
caramel.
You ain't never tried it. You ever had Chex Mix?
I don't like Chex Mix, but yeah.
Like party mix?
Yeah.
No, salty sweet.
That,
Either way.
That might be the only.
Either way, look. Y'all put in the comments now. Can he get that off? He's hating on salty sweet, but he over here has full support of mint. Talking about
delicious.
Gonna bring that up as that's the lowest tier of anything that has mint in it. That's like the lowest tier you gonna get. That got the mint. Everything's better than something that got mint in it. What you eat, like mint cheesecake too?
That sounds disgusting.
Like, you know it exists, right? They got peppermint,
know
like, cause all that stuff comes out for like Christmas. Like they'll have like the white chocolate with like the peppermint and stuff in it.
Yeah, white chocolate peppermint is delicious. Chocolate and mint is delicious.
Oh, why you can't? What's wrong with the cheesecake? You was too picky.
Cream
You
cheese
get
and mint
real
sounds
picky
like
now.
not good. That's not
You
baby.
getting
That
real
sounds not
picky.
good. I want to mix cream cheese with mint.
Let me find a
That
picture.
sounds nasty.
Pepper. Why does that sound nasty? It's
Cream
2 of
cheese
your
and
favorite
mint?
things.
Cream cheese is not my favorite thing.
No, not cream cheese. Cheesecake. Cheese peppermint cheesecake.
But that's what's in the cheesecake.
What you
I don't want
mean?
chocolate on pizza either, but I love pizza and chocolate, but I want chocolate pizza. That sounds disgusting.
But you cool with mint and everything else.
No, not in everything else. Mint and chocolate is delicious. Mint ice cream is delicious.
Let me find this cheesecake picture.
I don't want mint on pizza either.
Oh, they got a peppermint cheesecake at Chocolate Factory, and they got chocolate on there. Got a chocolate bottom. You see that?
Yeah.
What's up? You in?
I'll taste it.
This guy, man.
I'll taste it.
Tear him up in the comments, man. He talking crazy, but you mad at salty sweet.
Nah, man, you eating pineapple on pizza. You wrong for that. You're all kind of wrong for that.
You crazy. But I support salty sweet though. I know everybody, even if they ain't riding with me with the pineapple, they with me on the salty sweet.
Hey, like I said, prove me wrong, man. Prove me wrong.
Tear them up in the comments.
Prove me wrong.
Anyway, man. Let me wrap this up, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. How y'all feel about our hot takes? You know what I'm saying? I feel like all mine were agreeable. Okay. I don't know about what he talking about over here. I feel like all mine were agreeable, but let us know how y'all feel. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode. This was another episode of Chillin With Ones. Please like, please subscribe, and please put God first, because that's how we do it over here, you know. I was out here with my boy.
Casso.
And, you know, I'm J1, as always, the better rapper of the two. And we ain't said that.
Another hot take.
We ain't said that one in a while. It's been a minute. I know you ain't see it coming.